say that it's okay, it's kencanayo, something like that.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Brilliantika, but for short you can call me Tika. I'm a housewife and I've been in Seoul for almost 2 years. So in my daily life, I like to make content about like interesting places in Seoul. So actually, since I've been living in Seoul and actively making content, lots of my friends from my country ask me like, is it convenient for Muslim to come to Seoul? Like, is it easy to find halal food in Seoul? So that's why it encouraged me to make more content that Muslim friendly, like to showing for my friends that Seoul is convenient for Muslim. And also one of my friend become ambassador of last year, and she encouraged me like, this is the big opportunity for you to introduce that Seoul is friendly for other Muslims. Actually in Seoul itself, especially in the downtown, it's already easy to find halal foods. Either it's food from other country or also foods from Korean food itself. So I think it's convenient for Muslim. And also in some malls, they have prayer rooms, and even if you cannot find prayer rooms, actually it's easy to find like secluded places or even in the park to pray. And the people in Seoul doesn't really bother if you pray in those kind of places, as long as it's proper, like not very crowded place like that. So I think it's convenient. In the beginning of my life in Seoul, actually it's not me but my husband that realized that sometimes in public places lots of people staring at me, maybe because of my clothes that different from other people, especially in summer, like when people wearing less clothing and I still wearing hijab. So sometimes people will ask and stare at me. In the beginning it's a little bit inconvenient, but nowadays I think already less people that do that thing to me, like staring or asking about my hijab. So actually I think the negative aspect is already become less compared to when the first time I came to Seoul. Especially the prayer room, because in my country, I came from Indonesia, so most of the population there are Muslims, so it's very easy to find prayer rooms, mosques, and something like that. But in Seoul, it's very challenging. So sometimes when my friend come to Seoul, they find it embarrassing or difficult to pray in public places. So I think I become more get used to it, so it's not a big problem for me. And also for the Muslim holidays, especially like Idul Fitri or Idul Adha, in my country it's public holiday, but here in Seoul we have to like take vacation from the office to celebrate it, and we cannot celebrate it like one whole full day. Like usually we just go to the mosque, pray, and then it's done. So I think it's one of the biggest cultural difference from my country to here. Yes, I uploaded, especially I think the Eid, because I find it lots of my friends asking like how you celebrate Eid in Seoul, like why didn't you come home in my hometown in Seoul? Because in my hometown, like you usually get 1 week for Idul Fitri, 1 week holiday for Idul Fitri. But here in Korea, like it's very challenging because Idul Fitri it's not like the date that you already know since several months before. It's like we know it like when Ramadan starts, then maybe we can like estimate which date is Idul Fitri. So that's why it's very hard for students or workers to get permission like to go to our home country. So usually we just celebrate it here, and it's very interesting for my friends from my hometown country, like how people in Korea celebrate it. Like did you go to the mosque, and what did you do at the mosque? Is it like only praying, or did you eat together, something like that? The first time, the most memorable reaction I received from Koreans is last summer, when my first summer in Korea. So lots of ajuma usually like will hold my hijab and then said that, oh, it's very hot here, like you can just take it off, it's okay. But it's like I always say that it's okay, it's kencanayo, something like that. But I think it's still happening until now. Like my landlord, she usually go around my house and then said that, oh, it's already summer, you can take it off, you can just wear it again on winter. But I'm like, it's okay, I'm getting used to it. So I think it's very interesting for me. I think for until now, no, because in my daily life, usually I only encounter like communications with like people in a market or in a grocery store, or even if I go to public places like Jumin Center or the hospital, they always have the translators. So even if like, especially in the hospital, when it's difficult to communicate with the staff or with the doctors, they usually just call the translator right away and just ask me to talk to the translator. So I think so far there's no problem with the language. Actually now I'm taking Korean language classes, and for my level it's actually, they said it's already middle level, but I'm not sure, like because when I practice in a daily life, sometimes like I go to the Pyeonijom and then like I tried my Korean with the cashier, and they always have new, what is it, like new words or new phrases that, oh, I still didn't learn this, like, okay, just stop here. Of course, kamsahamnida. Yeah, because since the first time I came here, like actually I watched K-drama or something like that, but sometimes it's still difficult, like especially in K-drama, usually they use banmal, like the words that I just found out that it's not very appropriate to talk to using it to the people that we don't really know. So in the beginning, I even used banmal to my landlord, and my husband was very shocked, like how can you talk like that to our landlord, because our landlord is already a halmoni, like grandmother, something like that. Seoul Forest and Hangang Park. The first one is because Seoul Forest is a place where it's very beautiful in every season. My favorite season is actually spring and autumn, and in Seoul Forest, in spring there is a very long road where it's full of cherry blossom, so it's very beautiful. And also in autumn, almost all areas of Seoul Forest covered with yellow and brown leaves, so it's very beautiful. Oh, my favorite Korean food is bulgogi, because meat, but it's a little bit sweet. So in my country, it tastes a little bit different, because usually it catch my attention since the first time I eat it. Until now, bulgogi is my favorite Korean food. I only know the popular group at that moment. For example, for now, maybe the popular is New Jeans or Blackpink, something like that. And for K-drama itself, like if I compared from K-pop to K-drama, actually I have more interest in K-drama, because like I like the unique storyline of K-drama itself. And my favorite K-drama far before I came to Korea is The Descendants of the Sun. You know, like Song Hye Kyo. Yes, that's right. Yeah. Okay. My message for my friends, for my Muslim friends that want to come to Seoul, is Seoul is actually very convenient for us Muslims. Like, if you come to Seoul and then you have accommodation, especially downtown at Seoul, then it's very easy for you to find halal food. People in Seoul actually not very racist as we read in the internet. So for nowadays, I think they become more get used to see people, like especially Muslim people with hijab. So maybe they will stare at you a little bit, but after that, then it's okay. So it's not a very big problem for us Muslims to come to Seoul. If I can describe my life in Seoul in one word, then it will be convenient, because I find it very convenient to live in Seoul, especially regarding the public transportation, that it's very integrated. So even though it's your first time to come in Seoul, then it will be easy for you to go to this place and then to go to another place using public transportation. And also especially if you live in the downtown, it will be easy for you, for us Muslims, to get halal food because there are lots of French variety of halal food in Seoul. Either it's from other country or for the Korean food itself. And also, even though people said that sometimes Korean is racist for people that's different from them, but during my stay in Seoul, usually the far that they can do is usually only staring or asking about your hijab, but other than that they do no harm to you. So actually it's very convenient even though it's your first time to come to Seoul.